Now, for example, Adam, at AES, and in the context of looking at competing demands for capital, traditional versus non-traditional investments, how AES has incorporated investment planning into the budgeting process in terms of optimizing your overall spending plan.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love this slide. Integrated planning at the AES utilities businesses, that's the exact term that we use to describe, the confluence of transmission, distribution, of load growth modeling, kind of top-down corporate forecasting, and then premise-up forecasting as well. And so, essentially what we're doing is and I look at this, all of this additional data, all of the new information that we have at our fingertips that we haven't had before. This is not something that happened to us. This is something that we want. And so there's an enormous amount of new capability that we have by being able to better trend and better forecast and optimize. But we know that, and anyone on this call who's looked at EV growth forecasts for their specific area, anyone who's seen those knows that there's a tremendous amount of variability in potential future outcomes in EV adoption rates, right? And so with that, we have to be able to do multiple scenario analysis and say, if scenario A happens, this is our optimal investment strategy for this specific scenario, or if scenario B happens. And the ability to optimize and have all of our projects aligned through a common value framework and to see everything in a single location gives us the ability to do that, right? It gives us the ability to say, okay, if outcome A happens, what is that optimal investment strategy? What is our plan? What do we do? What do we not do, and why? And having all that information in one location and consistently valued makes those discussions much, much more productive, because it removes the subjectivity from any of the analysis, right? It becomes an objective view of what do we need, what risks are our business facing, and how do we mitigate those risks, right? And so given any specific scenario, there might be broad differences in the risk outcomes, right? So having everything together gives us the ability to even optimize and see, right? And then the other piece, like from a customer perspective, also having a common value framework, it ensures that the customer's voice is heard in our investment decisions, because we've already quantified the value of customer benefit, right? Whereas it's not purely a financial discussion. So it's also very important.